disgusting. How about some bubbling boils and green glop? Now I'm losing my lunch.
Monster Face, the gruesome monster head you make and remake into the most monstrous monsters imaginable. Then you bring it to life.
Now for the test. It works!
Monster Face comes with everything shown here.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are on episode 44. Before you get into the video, please like, subscribe, and what is the other thing?
The notification, comment.
Comment, comment on stuff.
Pass it around.
Yeah, pass it around. Let your friends know. Let your friends' know.
Like the ring tape.
Yeah, definitely. So episode 44, we got some good stuff as always. First, want to start off with, we did mention if we hit 350 by the end of October, we're going to give some stuff away. It looks like we're going to hit it before that, so more than likely, I decided to do something kind of cool. I'm going to do the whole set of Haunt figures, because I did mention that as our underrated movie for the spooky season. So you get all 6 of the Haunt characters.
Pretty close, like he said, eight away. That should really happen in no time. I've never seen it, but those look cool. Those little
that's what I'm saying. The designs for the movie, you need to watch it. Like I said, it's not a masterpiece by any means, but
I like that one. The
cool.
one you left on the
and these are the main like characters.
A ghost and a zombie.
Yeah, these are the main Haunt characters in there.
So they're the killers, I guess.
Some are, some aren't. They're just the main like Haunt attraction people. Yeah.
Oh, I might buy one if you still have more, because they look cool.
They are cool, for what they are. Yeah. So, we'll be giving those away once we hit 50. So, like I said, 350.
350.
We need 8 more people.
We're well past 50.
Yeah, and then if we happen to get like more, say if we reach like 375 by the end of October, I'll give something else out. Like we'll kind of just keep stretching the goals, I guess. So we still got a lot of time left in October, but we'll jump into some of the stuff we did this weekend. Something you went to that I missed.
Yes.
That I was kind of bummed that I missed, but it's my own fault. So
last Friday, I went to go see Friday the 13th Part 3 in real 3D. I had seen it before in theaters, but it was the Anaglyph 3D, like the red and the blue.
Yeah.
And as fun as it was, it's not the best 3D effects. This one, the one they showed on Friday, was a new conversion they did. It's real 3D. They handed us the real 3D glasses, and it looked great. It looked fantastic. It's the first time I've seen that movie where you actually see the things coming out at you. It was a ton of fun. Not all of it is... I would say very little of it doesn't quite work. Like anytime whatever was in 3D was like a big object and too close, like the scene with the homeless man that holds the eyeball up to the screen, that was a little too big and it didn't quite look right.
It just looks like a big giant eyeball.
Pretty much, It was kind of blurry because it was too big, but everything else looked great. Like every time a pole was aimed at the screen, or the yo-yo was a big one that looked pretty fun, and they go with that yo-yo for like a good 20 seconds.
I know.
It's a while. So it's a ton of fun.
Yeah, you said they cleaned it up, and I imagine the sound was pretty good too on it. So.
The sound was great. They did clean it up. It looks, I don't know if it's like a 4K restoration or what it might be, but it looks a little... I think the issue what happens is when they try to put them on Blu-ray or on DVD, the way they shot those 3D movies back in the days, you essentially had 2 images. And that's... You put them together, and that's creates the effect, but when you put them on this, you can only scan 1. So the Blu-ray looks fine for what it is, but you can tell it's a little bit murky.
Okay.
So whatever this was, looked pretty good.
That's good. Yeah, I'm hoping they put it out again, since you said they put the effort into cleaning it up and all that. So
yes,
I'm hoping it's something they can put out more, so I can actually go watch it.
I can't imagine that they did that good of a job and then they just never show it ever again.
Yeah,
so.
But it was my fault. I had some stuff I wanted to go, but then I decided last minute not to go.
I kept pushing him to go.
It was my fault, so now I just kicked myself. But I'm sure it'll pop up again. But that was cool.
Hopefully they do Jaws next, Jaws 3D.
Sure. Sure, if that's what you're looking forward to.
You don't think that one, like a lot of those moments, like if they cleaned them up and they did well with the 3D, that it would be
but I don't think
fun.
they're going to fix the one part that we talk about. I don't think that's fixable.
Yeah, that will have to be a whole remake. But
maybe they reshoot it or something. But Yeah, so that was Edgar did that, and then Sunday we did Monster Market. That was actually yesterday. Pretty good turnout. It was cool out. Weather was good. Good times. You hung out for most of it.
Yeah, we got there pretty much when it opened, and yeah, the weather was nice. I think it's the first one this year that I'm like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah, he did it at night this time because the last 2 years we tried it during the day, but the weather wasn't cooperating. Like it was still
But even
like
in July,
106.
there was a night one that was kind of hot, and
Yeah. Well,
so,
yeah, anything in July, like unless it's after midnight.
yeah, even then.
I know, even then.
But this was very comfortable.
Yeah.
So if he has more, definitely gonna be a nice time.
Yeah, I think he's gonna start doing them in the day though, moving forward from
Okay.
November to like April. He'll do them during the day. But Monster Market, check them out. Cult Classics, always a good time there. I don't think we're doing next month's because Falcon has something going on. So usually we team up on it. My phone's going off. Sorry. Yeah, so that's that. We'll jump into some show and tell real quick, and then we'll get into the
Some movies,
movie stuff,
movie
yeah.
talk, yeah.
Yes, well, let's move along to show and tell now, shall we?
All right, so first up, it's something new we just got in. It's from Trick or Treat Studios. Apparently, Terrifier's blowing up more and more now.
Pretty hot.
Yeah, it's pretty hot. So they're putting out a lot of merch. This one is a 12-inch. It's kind of like a 5-point. It's kind of like their smaller figures that they do that we showed off. This one's a 12-inch. They call it giant size. Art the Clown from Trick or Treat Studios. Pretty basic as far as like the mold, but it's still a cool piece.
I'm a fan of these things. Like even if they don't move very much, as long as the sculpt and the paint looks good.
That's what I always say. I want something that looks cool on the shelf. Like, do you need art to be in all these poses and stuff? No. So I mean, it's a cool
Yeah,
piece to
you
put on your
don't. Does he
shelf.
come with what the little one comes with?
I think he only comes with the saw on that one.
Yeah, just
Like
the saw, but it's
axle.
still cool. I mean, it's pretty big.
A little
and-
bit of blood on him. If you want to splatter him up yourself, you can definitely bloody him up. So.
Yeah, I think if you're a fan, this probably would look good on your shelf.
Yeah, Trick or Treat Studios doing some cool stuff. The price point is what it is. Stuff
How much
is
is
going
it?
up. This retail is 70 on it.
Okay.
So and that's what Trick or Treat charges. So that's what I'm
Well,
charging.
for this scale, I mean, that seems
Yeah.
to be the range. But yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, but people I know will be like, oh, for not articulation and all that. I'm like, yeah. But it's a cool piece. I don't need any more art stuff, so I won't be keeping
Yeah.
one.
I have the little ones. I have like the 5-inch ones that they did. I like those, and then I bought the NECA one from you, and that one's great too.
Yeah,
You
I
can
kept
get
the
your hands
NECA
on it.
one. They had the damaged box, so I was like, gives me
Have you
reason.
opened it?
No.
It's
I
pretty
will.
cool.
I need to find a spot. I haven't really messed with that room lately. I need to get back. Now that it's getting cooler out, I'll be up in that room doing some more stuff. Next one coming up is something I was excited about. This is the one, James kind of touched on it last week about Josh Baskin.
Okay.
He's the one that used to work for
Hasbro.
Hasbro. Which one is this one? Is this Hasbro? Yes, it is Hasbro.
Yeah.
He used to work for Hasbro, Playmates, Bandai in North America for a while, and then there was a
Okay.
couple other companies. This one, though, I was excited when I saw it. He had it just sitting on the shelf, and I was like, what's that? And he goes, that's Monster Face. You never heard of it? I said, no, but this would have been something I would have wanted, because I think it came out in 90, 91. We're all looking. You got the better eyes. You got the young
92.
eyes. 92.
92.
So maybe that's why I don't remember it, because I would have been junior high, and I thought I was too cool for toys then.
You're too cool for Monster Face.
Yeah, I probably would have secretly got it still and played with it though. It's kind of like they were doing stuff like creepy crawlers where you can make your own like bugs and stuff.
I've seen
out of,
commercials
like,
for that. Yeah, where you can make, but you can eat them.
They did make edible ones, but
Yeah.
then they made other ones where you could just make stuff, and then
Okay.
they had like the monster makers with the clay and all that. Like I was always into those. Like
I don't think I ever
Yeah,
saw
they're-
those. Yeah, but I
they were
remember
cool
the creepy
stuff.
crawlers.
I never
yeah.
got this one. I could see being fun. I mean, they give you kind of options you can do, but you can kind of do whatever with it.
Yeah.
I'm sure the monster glop is no good anymore.
Yeah, you might have to get
imagine-
some Play-Doh
yeah.
with that. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't even risk it.
But this one I wouldn't even open it to like maybe if I had to open it, display it, it'd be kind of cool with the box. But the box art's pretty crazy on it.
It has
So-
to be Play-Doh or something that you can just get now.
Yeah, imagine just some Play-Doh or
'Cause
some
even-
like reusable stuff. Yeah.
Even the bag shows you that it has 2 different sets of hair, like
yeah,
different color hair you can switch out.
yeah. Which the hair, who knows?
I probably would have liked this too.
Yeah, I think it would be cool just to play with it, and then whatever you do with the glop. But
What was the price back then? It's right here.
nice.
From Toys R Us, so the tag from Toys R Us is still on here.
$33 at the time.
32, but it went on clearance if you look at this
Oh,
one.
okay.
It went on clearance for 20.
Oh, so Monster Face wasn't a hit, I guess.
I guess not. But I would have
32,
liked this.
yeah.
It
Second-
almost
yeah.
reminds me of, did you ever see the dentist one where you could make the Play-Doh teeth and you pull them out and
Oh,
you
yeah.
replace them? Kind of reminds me of that.
That's
like
probably
that
the same
sort
kind of idea. I'm sure that they were going with kind of the playability of it. Definitely cool.
I mean, the back's kind of fun. It says, Eek, Monster Face is the gruesome monster head that you make and remake into the most monstrous monsters imaginable. Then you bring it to life. It's a face only a mummy could love. There you go. Yeah, worth it for that.
And then they give you examples. Sir Gaylord Gruesome. Okay.
That's quite a name.
Judge Ashford Upchuck. Master Wally Putridge. Baron Von Scary. And they used the hair for beard on that one.
And then
Dr. Mona Grona.
that one's fun. That and
That one's fun.
Gaylord Gruesome, I guess, would be the...
Yeah, I like that one. Like I said, they used the hair for the beard. So.
Oh, yeah. So you can do if you have creativity, you know.
Yeah, there's kind of like a Mr. Potato Head, I guess, but for scary people that are into that stuff. But yeah, cool piece. We want to show off some of the stuff that we're getting from him. Secondary market right now, this is like a $250 piece, though. So,
I mean, this is in great shape, and,
Yeah.
and that kind of vintage toy market seems to be
yeah,
in that range. So.
it has been open, but all the stuff I checked it out, like it's all in the baggie except the head part, which I don't know if it came in a baggie, but the inserts are in there. I did not check to see if the glop was any good, but I'm sure it's probably dried out.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, none of that stuff survived that. So
Well, that barrel almost looks like the Ninja Turtle stuff, like the ooze.
yeah, they were doing a lot of that stuff back then too. What the heck was it called? Like, yeah, they were using that stuff. Slime, pretty much, is what it
Slime.
was. But
And Hasbro did both, so this is probably just ooze from one of the turtle toys.
Oh, yeah. yeah, Playmates did it, but yeah, Hasbro did they do the Ghostbusters? Because they used the slime too. Like everyone was coming with the slime. Like
I know they do
Ecto
Ghostbusters
slime.
now.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they probably did
It was
them back
Kenner,
then.
so you're right. So it was Hasbro. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kenner back then. But yeah, everyone was doing the slime stuff. So He-Man even had the stuff too. Mattel was using it for their slime pit.
Oh, okay.
They would drop the slime on the
Guess the 90s were a big time for slime.
late 80s, 80s and 90s, where I remember having it, and then your mom would get mad or my mom would get mad because the carpet back then too.
Yeah.
Like if you get that in the carpet and stuff. And one time I washed it because I must have had it in my pocket or something.
Yeah.
And it just ruined whatever pants I had. Like it just
They ruined the washer.
not that I know of. I'm sure I would have heard about
I have
it.
a friend who told me the same story, how he had the Ninja Turtles and his mom took it away after he spilled it on the carpet. So
Yeah, because that stuff, like it's kind of like it doesn't really stick to your hands too much, a little bit, but any like material, it's gonna stick to it.
it was like clay, but it's just slime. It was slime,
Yeah.
like you said. Yeah. So
Yeah, because I think you can make your own slime. They were showing stuff where you get like glue and stuff. You can make your own slime. But
you can make your own for Monster Face.
yeah,
if you buy
Monster
it.
Face if you need to
Yeah.
put them together. But I thought that was a cool piece. We were talking about showing that off, so I'll show a little bit at a time. I don't want to show everything off, but
Give everything away, and it's for sale at the store, right?
yeah, it'll be here. I had it displayed actually, but I don't think many people know what it is. But we'll get that one buyer that's gonna know what it is.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
somebody's gonna rush to the store
yeah.
Tuesday morning.
Tuesday. Hey, it worked for we did sell update on that. We did sell that golden Power Ranger. I sold it
Oh,
finally.
no
Yes.
way.
I think they saw it on either the YouTube short that I did about it or maybe on the TikTok short that I did
Yeah.
about it. I can't remember, but I had multiple people hitting me up and
I mean, when I looked it up, it seemed like a coveted piece of
Yeah.
memorabilia from Power Rangers, like just hardcore,
Mhm.
vintage, hard to find.
it's one of the harder pieces for Power Rangers. I'm sure there's probably like if you get into prototypes and stuff, that's going to be a little more, but
Yeah.
yeah. So
Cool.
update on that. So hopefully, this will do the same thing. I haven't done a short on it yet, but maybe I'll put it up.
Monster
for
Face, yeah, you never
Monster
know.
Face short. I'll put it together. I'll play with it on the thing.
Yeah.
No,
Dude.
most of the stuff's bagged up. So
You'll do your own ooze, slime.
I'll make my own ooze out of Elmer's glue and food coloring. I don't know. There's a way you can make it.
I'm sure there is, yeah, but you don't want to mess with it too much. But
Mess with it and get a chemical spill and then
have
Create
the
some
FBI
zombies, yeah.
at your door. Yeah.
yeah, or a bomb. Yeah, but yeah. So that's the show and tell. Edgar was gonna bring something, but he didn't bring it. So
I forgot it, yeah, but maybe next time.
yeah, next time. But we'll jump into some movies. That just gives us more time to talk about movies. So we will jump into that and we can get more deep diving into our picks
Yeah.
for the spooky season. And I did forget to mention, but you probably already figured it out. James isn't here, so
Yeah,
I guess we should have
he's not behind the camera this time.
yeah, he's not filming this time. He is not here. He couldn't make it this
He's
time.
missing.
Yeah.
Well, not
So,
missing, but yeah.
It'll be mine and Edgar. We'll do 3 each instead of the usual 2 because James isn't here, so we want to fill some time, and it just gives us a chance to add some more
I can talk
movies that we
movies
like.
all day
Yeah.
long.
Yeah, we can make the whole segment movies, but yeah, we'll jump right into that. All right, we're gonna get into some movies right now. What were we calling it again? We don't even know.
Last time you said Polar Bear Spooky Pics.
That's what
which-
James.
That's
yeah,
pretty.
okay. Polar Bears Spooky
rolls off
Pics,
the
even though it's
tongue.
all of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Polar Bears Pop Culture Shop TV Spooky Pics.
Spooky
There we go.
Pics for Halloween season. There you
Yeah,
go.
for Halloween season. Do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Or we could rotate, too. I
I think
can
you
do
told
one.
me, but I forgot already, so it'll be a surprise.
Okay. So we're gonna do 3 of them. So one I did just rewatch today. I'll do that one last since it's more fresh on the memory. The other ones I can get to. Mine are kind of early 2000s movies on this one that it just happened to be like I'm just
Okay.
randomly picking them when I remember them, so and jotting them down. So the first one I want to talk about is Splinter.
Stopped. I think it's gone.
Drop the gun.
You're under arrest. Get in your car. There's something out there. Run!
Watch the splinters. Don't want to stick you. There.
It's gonna get in here. It's gonna kill it. You okay?
Don't touch it.
Okay.
And I
that's
know
a good
you've
one.
seen Splinter.
Yeah.
It actually came out like they released it on Halloween, like in 2008 or something like that. Like it came out
2008-ish.
on some streaming thing that's not even around anymore, I think.
Fear Net, I think it was.
Something,
Yeah.
yeah. But I didn't watch it till years later. I didn't know about. I probably watched it in like 2015 because that's I think when I found out about it. But it's a lower budget film, but it feels like a
It looks good.
yeah.
It's
it feels like a
good-looking
bigger
film.
budget film. You can see some of the
Uh,
things they do
It even
to
has
kind of
a,
hide the stuff. But
it even has a big name actor on it.
yeah, well, he wasn't big at the time, but
Oh, Shea Wigman.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, he's more of a character actor. He's not like a main guy, but you would recognize him if you've seen him. Yeah, it was one of his early roles, I believe, and he was like the first one to sign on for it.
Oh no way. Okay.
Yeah, but it's a pretty good movie. It has to do, I guess, it's more. Is it like a parasite type thing that changes the people into monsters? But it's more like a collective. So it is more like a virus, but like a like a hive.
It's like
kind
a
of-
creature
Yeah,
feature. I
creature
want to
feature.
say.
Yeah. And it's pretty. It's got a lot of like tense moments in it.
It does. It has some gnarly moments too. I
Yeah.
rewatched it, I think, either last year or 2 years ago, and there's some moments where of like gore or violence, and I was like, you know what, it's pretty hardcore.
Violence and even like the special effects are good though. Like just all of it is good. Like the practical effects are pretty good on it. The acting's decent.
Yeah, and it's one of those one location movies,
yeah,
right?
one
Like
location,
they're in
yeah.
a gas station, like holed up in there.
Yeah, once they get to the gas station, and that's primarily where everything takes
Mm-hmm.
place after that. But leading up to it, it's just kind of tense moments. It's you know, got that claustrophobic, like you said, because they're in one area
Mm-hmm.
type thing, and they can't go out because this thing is out there and it's slowly changing, like it's like a parasite, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
like
why it's
anybody
called
that
Splinter.
like
Yeah.
anybody that comes up. Well, I thought it was called Splinter because he has like spikes. Like,
No, because even spoiler alert, the first guy, remember they get the flat tire and it
Yeah.
gets in his finger like it's a splinter.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I
it's
see.
both.
Yeah.
It is a spiky creature, but I
Yeah.
think that's how it infects people with the.
Because even not much of a spoiler maybe, but I know when they get infected, they also start to show like the spikes coming out of them.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought that was a cool.
I think that's how they
detail.
transmit their stuff, though. Like they.
Yeah, but that's a good one. You really don't hear that one being mentioned. I think it has a DVD release that's pretty cheap. You can get it for like $6, but no Blu-ray or
Nobody
anything
scooped
like
that one up yet. Huh?
Not yet, which I'm surprised. Seems like something I don't know, Shout Factory would do, or
Yeah.
maybe even Severin. could possibly do it.
Yeah. The director, I mean, that was like one of the few movies he did. He did also part 3 of something, and it wasn't. Oh, was it the Ring, part 3?
Rings.
Might be. Rings, or what was the other one with the ghost?
The Grudge.
The Grudge 3.
The
I'm
Grudge.
sorry, that's what he did, because it was
Okay.
3, because it wasn't Rings. It was The Grudge 3.
It was The Grudge,
But I guess he's
okay.
a special effects dude, so he's done, like, he gets more credits for that.
Or you can tell, like, Splinter looks great. Yeah.
Like I said, they did a small cast because, it's a smaller budget, but they didn't blow the money on having a huge cast. They did the one location thing, and then they used the money definitely on the effects and the way they shot stuff to kind of work around some of the limitations, I think. But it looks great.
Yeah.
So definitely check that one out. Zumo is the only thing I saw it streaming on.
Zumo.
XUMO, yeah.
I thought you were mentioning a second movie. Zumo.
No,
is,
Zumo.
Well, there you go.
If you have it, I might have that on my TV too. A lot of times the apps just update and these things pop up. Like, you don't have to
Yeah.
watch them though. But Zumo was the only one I could find it for free.
The DVD is fairly cheap.
Yeah.
Like, if you can find it, it's like $5-6 at
Yeah.
Zia or whatever. And I think it's worth tracking that one down.
Yeah, it is. It is a nice little, like I said, tense movie. But
Okay.
I'll let you jump into one of yours. We'll just rotate,
right.
I guess, instead of
Yeah,
me.
instead of just rambling on
yeah,
each one.
yeah.
I'm going to do this one,
Okay.
which I think it's well known, but maybe not.
I told you it's not. Like, I think if you asked 10 people, maybe 3
I think it's because I
horror people,
just,
anyway, people
yeah.
that are into. The
Well,
genre.
it's The Beyond. Fulci's The Beyond.
7 Doors of Death. The author of Texas Chainsaw Massacre calls it one of the best horror films I've ever seen.
Who else is here? Nobody here?
2 beautiful girls trapped in a nightmare of supernatural horror. A fiendish poltergeist waiting to unleash its sinister revenge. See 7 Doors of Death, rated R.
I kind of have a love-hate, well, not love-hate, but I don't, not everything that he makes is gold to me. I know he's very well loved in the horror community, but he's pretty much a hit or miss. You know the story, how many times I bought New York Ripper, because I keep seeing it. I keep seeing it on the shelf, and I'm like, oh, I do like this, and I'll buy it. I'm like, I really don't. I'll sell it. I'll see it again. I'm like, I do like it. Then I'll buy it again. Then I'm like, actually, I don't like this.
Yeah, the last time I told you not to, you showed me and I said, don't
Yeah.
do it. I talked you off the ledge on that one.
He made Zombie, which I'm a fan of. I like Zombie.
Zombie has its moments, but it's not, I don't know. I still think it's a little.
Zombie, House by the
That's
Cemetery,
good.
and City of the Living Dead, which is part of a trilogy, of which this one is the third one. But The Beyond, it's set in the South, one of those southern states. The very
Yeah, because it's a plantation, right?
It's
Like
a plantation, very gothic horror, and the basic premise is that the main character, she's moving back in the house because it belonged to somebody that she knew, one of her family members, and slowly she discovers that the house is built on one of the 7 gates of hell,
Mm-hmm.
and she's dealing with apparitions, she's dealing with potential apocalypse that the gates of hell are trying to unleash. One of the titles is actually The 7 Doors of Hell. And that brings me to this. So this is a new 4K release that Grindhouse Releasing put out. It has 3 cuts of the movies. It has the theatrical cut, the DVD, which is the American version where they could add a bunch of gore and they
Oh, okay.
re-edited it. You know how they
that's
do it.
Like they just showed off.
That's what's called the 7 Doors of Death. And it comes with a new cut that came out 2 years ago called the Composer's Cut, where the composer Fabio Frizzi, I think is his name.
Freezy, Mr. Freezy.
Frizzi, it's a syllable, handful. But he composed a new score for it back in 2023,
Okay.
and they re-edited the movie with his score in it. I think that's the best cut. I love the music that he did
Okay.
recently. That is the only way you can watch that cut is if you buy this. It's not available anywhere else. It's not available streaming. You can't rent it. You can't buy it by itself.
Okay.
You have to buy this
And just the score is different on that one. Like
It's just
the
a score.
movie's not recut or anything.
The music, yeah, no,
kind of like they did with Dawn of the Dead when they did it in Italy. Not Italy.
Yeah, in Italy
just
with
redid the score.
Argento cut and the can. Yeah, it's pretty much that. It's just a score. The regular version you can find on Fubo, if you have that, AMC Plus, or Canopy, which we haven't mentioned here, but Canopy is a streaming service you can get for free with a library card. So, so you can get reading, Arizona, like Red Falcon says, and watch movies.
Yeah, watch movies. Yeah, Canopy is one I didn't know about, so that's good to know. I do not have a library card, so I will have to get one. But that one, I
was going to ask, do you like to be on?
Yeah. No, remember, that's what I told you. I like it, and when you mention it, you're like, I think a lot more people know about it. I don't think they do, though. And this was hard to get for a while, too. I would try to get it at, this is probably like 10 years ago, try to get it like at Zia or something, and it would always be like $30 for like a used like DVD.
And that was also a Grindhouse releasing. So the guy that, I don't want to kill anybody. I don't know if he's alive or dead, but I know the guy that was in charge of Grindhouse releasing, he's a big fan of the Beyond.
Okay.
And so this was one of the first releases they did way back in the 90s, like on DVD and whatnot. He's also a movie editor, and he edited Spider-Man Spider-Man 1.
Okay.
And there's a scene in this, which I'm sure you love, with the tarantulas, and they're eating somebody. He put I think it's a frame from that scene into the Spider-Man movie where Peter Parker gets bit.
When he gets bit. Okay. I didn't know that, but that would make sense because it's kind of trippy, and then they probably just threw something in there. Yeah.
So a little, film history there, but
yeah. So the Beyond is a good one. I know like the 7 Gates of Hell, like City of the Dead touches on that too, right? Isn't that like a?
Yes.
Or am I wrong? I haven't watched it in a while because remember I told you I got it mixed up with what's the one I just watched?
Oh,
so not City of the Living Dead.
Hell of the Living Dead.
Yeah. So I watched that the other day, but we won't talk about that one. But yeah, there's the city.
Well, it's part of a trilogy. Yeah. It's House by the Cemetery, which also touches on that house being one of the 7 gates, and then City of the Living Dead, which also touches up on that plot. And then this is the last one where, you'll get to the ending, and
but you don't have to watch all 3 to get it. Like they're
you don't. They're super disjointed. Yeah, I don't think they really planned it that well. But I think out of all the Fulci movies that I've seen or that he's made, that's the best one. It's his masterpiece. I got real high one time, and I put this on, and it scared me. It was pretty scary being on an edible and watching this.
Nice. So you can do that as well if it's not scary enough for you, or you don't get scared easily. Edible and the Beyond.
Yeah, and it has his trademark like gore. You know,
there's some stuff.
I think Fulci had something with eyeballs because there's always an eyeball getting.
Eyeballs do
decimated.
get me a little squeamish. I'll watch it, but sometimes I'm kind of like, I like it. Not as bad as spiders, but like when anything with the eyeball, I'm like, ugh.
There's a lot of eyeball stuff. There's like at least 2 eyeball dismemberments in the Beyond, and then there's one in Zombie. You're obviously the one with
the door splinter,
wooden plank. Yeah. But the Beyond, great. I recommend.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that one up because you were thinking maybe not bringing it up. But I think a lot of people don't know about it. So, yeah, I'll jump into another one. This one kind of has the, I guess, kind of religious thing to it a little bit.
Okay.
Frailty.
I know who the goddamn killer is.
The masters of suspense agree. Stephen King calls Frailty thought-provoking, edge-of-your-seat entertainment.
Those were demons, so why can't you see that?
The most disturbing horror picture I've seen since The Shining. Rave Spider-Man director Sam Raimi. And James Cameron calls it electrifying. It'll keep you guessing until the last shot. Bill Paxton, Matthew McConaughey. Frailty.
Only demons should fear me. You're not a demon, are you?
Rated R. Starts Friday, April 12th.
2001.
I know about it. I've never seen it.
You've never seen it? I think you would enjoy it.
Okay.
Honestly, it's not. I'll just tell you without it being any spoiler. So this dad, he's raising his 2 sons. He's like a mechanic. I think the mom passed away. One day he says he gets a vision from the angel Michael that he needs to like help him like slay like the demons and stuff like that. And he gives him like a weapon, like I think it's just an axe, and that's the weapon he bestows upon him. So this dude takes it out. You know, he goes out there and he starts finding people, and he like is able to find out what they did by touching them. So he knows, and then like
sees the visions.
Takes them to his house, and then he'll like kill them there. But then he gets his kids involved, so his young sons have to like witness this. One of them's not going along with it. He's kind of like, Dad's tripping. The other son's kind of going along with it, and then the other son finally comes around. But then they go later on when they're like older. One of the brothers is older, and he's getting interviewed by like this detective. So it kind of loops back around, and there's like a kind of twist at the end, but it's kind of messed up, you know, because he has the kids involved, and I don't know, it's just interesting. Like, is this guy going crazy, or did he really see like
a psychological thriller almost?
Thriller, but there is people getting killed in it too. Like this dude is killing people.
Because I know it's Bill Paxton that directed it, right?
Yeah, he actually acts in it. He's the main guy. He's the one that gets the vision. Matthew McConaughey's in there. He's the brother later on.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Yeah. Powers Booth is in there.
Damn.
So it's a good cast. Yeah. It's like on the lower budget side, but they don't need to do much with it. There's not much that needs to be done. A couple times I think it's CG when they do like when the person is like a demon, like they might show something real quick, but other than that, it's a pretty good movie. It's pretty intense. It's kind of
that's one I don't hear mentioned a lot, but when I do hear it mentioned by other people, they typically say that they like it, that it's a good movie.
Yeah, psychological horror, I guess, is how you would like put it. Like it's not zombies, and like the whole time is one of those ones. Is this dude crazy, or did he actually see something? Which I
think that one has an upcoming 4K release.
I have it on VHS. I should have brought it just to show the cover, but I do not have it anymore on DVD. I had it on DVD at one point, but I might get that one on 4K. But that one is streaming though on Tubi, so I might actually go watch it again tonight.
No excuse.
Yeah.
I'll check it out probably soon before the end of the season.
Yeah, if you're into like those kind of like religious type. It's not really doesn't dive that much into religion other than, they're telling him what to do and he's battling. Like he's doing God's work,
Okay.
But
I like that. Yeah.
I think you would enjoy it, yeah. I'm
I'll
surprised you haven't seen it, but hey, there's a lot of stuff you put up that I haven't seen. So
it's been on my list for a long, long time. There's too many movies.
I know, but this one I think you'll enjoy. Tubi though, so now you don't have a excuse.
I'll move it up. I can watch it with ads.
Yeah, put it in your schedule. Yeah, just get up and like I do, and get up during the ads and just do something real quick, and then feel like you did something,
and then come back down. Yeah, mop a little bit.
I do like I'll get up, like sweep or move something around, and then I'm like, okay, I'm back. So. Yeah. Ooh, what was that?
That was a demon coming out.
Demon was coming out. Yeah, but yeah, that's one of my other picks, and then roll along with what Edgar has.
I'm gonna do this one next. Yeah. We're gonna travel back in time to
50.
No, earlier than the.
Is it 40s?
1935.
That yeah. I guess he would be. Okay.
1935, and that is Mad Love. Classic Warner Brothers. It's more of a horror comedy, not really straight up horror, and it involves this pianist who is like world famous pianist, and he has a beautiful wife. He injures his hands, so they go to this surgeon who is supposed to be the top surgeon in the world, I think, not just the country. But he falls in love with the wife, so in order to kind of get his way in there, he replaces the pianist's hands with a serial killer hands on purpose, and then the hands obviously start to commit mischief.
Mischief and murder.
Mischief and murder.
Starts choking people out.
It's super fun. It's just a very light watch. One of those classic. I think this is pre-code, like pre-Hays Code, so they have a lot of risky things in there from 1935. Not a lot of censorship going on yet. The first time I saw this was Tarantino's The New Beverly in LA. So I saw a 35 millimeter scan. I mean, not scan, actual a print in the theater. Have you seen it?
Mm-mm.
I thought you had, because when I brought it up, you were like, oh yeah, that one. I was like, okay.
I've heard of it. That's why, but I mean, it's not one that I think a lot of people would know. But I'm not into, like, I'll watch some, like the 30s and stuff. Like, it's hard for me to get into.
Yeah. I love them.
I know. No, I know you do. Like, I'll watch some of the monster stuff, but like
Yeah.
that's a little different. It's just a different tone for me. Like, it's not my era that I'm into, but I get it when people are. Cinema was pretty good, then there is a lot of good movies that came from that period.
It's pretty funny too, and I don't know if it was maybe because I saw it with an audience the first time, and they were all laughing, that I was laughing, and it's like I said, it's a horror comedy, not really just straight up horror. Peter Lorre, I mean, if you've seen like Casablanca,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
know,
That's why I was thinking. But even Casablanca's earlier. I don't know why I was thinking 50s. I know that dude was like
no,
30s.
Casablanca is like 40.
Yeah, that's what I'm
40
saying.
something.
It's not even 50, so I was way off. But
Yeah, no, but it's a fun one. Warner Archives has a Blu-ray of it, obviously, or this one is nowhere. You gotta rent it. Well, it's on Amazon, but you gotta pay for it if you
rent
want
it, or just pay the $4.
Yeah,
and rent
it's worth it for $4.
Yeah.
I think it might even be cool for like a family movie night. Like you want to put something spooky, lighthearted. This could work.
So it's playful enough for that. It's not spooky.
I mean, don't quote me on it, but yeah, I would say it's probably.
Well, you said there was some stuff because you said it was pre-code stuff. So
For like 19, like they're showing an ankle or something.
Oh, they got like a thigh showing.
Yeah, but it's nothing like compared to like if this came out today,
Yeah, I
it'd
know
probably
there's
be
no
PG.
blood or anything. Like, and if he's choking people, they probably showing his silhouette choking people, not like.
Yeah, the stuff like that. Like if this
Yeah.
came out today, it'd probably be PG. Really, like I don't. It's not. Yeah.
It's Idle Hands. Go watch Idle Hands.
It's not Idle Hands.
No,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, but I like this one a lot. Mad
Yeah.
Love.
Mad Love. Cool. I'll check it out eventually, but no, you don't have to let me borrow it. I'll check it out. It'll be on the list, though. If I come across it, yes, I will watch it. But back to mine. This is one I talked about last week with you off camera. I watched it when I was young. I was probably like 6, maybe 7, because I wouldn't remember. 7 or 8 at least. I remember watching it with my dad and my brother. I think we were watching on VHS, and it scared me. I think it scared me more because my brother, he's older than me, used to like to play around and be like, "Oh, that's gonna happen to you" and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, kind of like being an ass
They're
about
coming
it.
to get you, Barbara.
Yeah, coming to get you, but it's like, yeah, that's what's gonna happen to you. Like, you're gonna be one of those kids. So, the movie's called The Children.
It's time you believed in a new kind of horror. The horror of the children. Something you wouldn't dare to imagine has happened to the children. Pray you never meet them. The Children, rated R.
Watched it today to refresh on it because it popped in my head, and I was like asking you about it, and you said you hadn't seen it, so I was like, let me watch it before I bring it up, because if it's not a good movie, I don't want to bring it up. It's a decent movie, so
Yeah.
I'll start off with that. Yeah, we thought it was Troma. Troma, I think, bought the rights later on to release it on DVD for the 25th anniversary.
Okay.
It was Vextron or whatever the
Vestron. Vestron. Okay.
Remember, I couldn't think of it.
Yeah.
Even now,
And now it just
popped in
came
my
up.
head.
Yeah.
But
Vestron
Vestron.
Video. Yeah.
They were originally doing it, and so it's not a 1980s movie. It's funny. I looked it up a little more just to see if it was Troma, and the premiere was in Tucson of all places.
Oh wow.
They premiered it there first, and then they did it in LA like 2 days later, which I thought was interesting. I'm like, Tucson, okay, in the 80s.
Local movie fame.
Yeah, it wasn't filmed here because I'm like, there's no way it was filmed here. It's definitely somewhere else, but it does not look like Arizona. But they decided Tucson was the place to. And I didn't even look into to see was the director or somebody like.
Well,
from
Tucson was kind of a movie town a little bit.
If the movies were filmed there, though, like westerns and stuff, this was not filmed in. I didn't get
Death
any.
Wish, I know, has a scene in there that they filmed in like Old Town Tucson.
Yeah, I don't think
like
anything because this all looks too green and stuff. I don't think it's anything that was Tucson. Not to say Tucson doesn't have green areas, but anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is a bus. It starts off pretty quick. A bus load of children coming home from school run into this chemical cloud, and then they kind of disappear. The sheriff rolls up on the bus. They're gone. Everyone's gone. And then kind of reminded me, and they didn't steal it from me because it's not even the same, but it kind of reminded me of Weapons, like just where they're trying to figure out what happened to the kids. But you know what happened to the kids because right at the beginning they kind of show like something leaking, and they show the cloud or whatever. So they start finding the kids, but the kids are going home to like their parents, and they're like, "Mommy or Daddy," and they're like creepy, and they have these black fingernails.
Yeah.
And when they touch people, it's like the chemical, like they kind of like microwave them almost.
Okay.
So they kind of melt them, and the effects are okay.
I mean, it's 81, right?
Yeah,
Like,
they don't show it
yeah.
like they kind of go away and then they'll come back and then like they're
Is
fried.
it creepy though? I mean, now like
little-
when you were
well,
watching, where you're like, oh, this,
not as much now. I can see what scared me when I was little because there's parts where the kids are just like smiling,
Uh-huh.
and then there's one part they kind of do a Salem's Lot where one of the kids is at the other kid's window,
Okay.
and I'm like, yeah. So there's some creepiness to it.
Because that's one I've always seen, and I told you earlier that I've always seen it at Zia used, and I've always contemplated buying it, but I just never seen it.
I would say
I've
watch
never-
it because it is. I'll just say where it's at now, Prime.
Okay.
So if you have Prime, just watch it there first, and if you're like, oh, I think this would be a good one to watch, like because even the sound, like the score is decent on it.
Okay.
The acting's okay. Not much of a story though, other than because once they start finding the kids and they kind of realize what's going on, one of the families that does survive is kind of struggling with like one of their kids is still like is out there, like they don't know what to do type thing, and then not much blood. Like I said at one point, spoiler alert. Some of the kids get shot,
Yeah.
and they just kind of get up, and there's no blood. So, and then there's some of the kills are like off camera, like what's happening. Some of them they show, other ones like happen. You just hear screaming, like what happened. I guess after they get to the point where they're like, you already know how these kids kill people. So,
Okay.
and then there's part where like some limbs, a hand gets cut off, but they don't really show like blood, so there's no blood. And then the sheriff even says, "Oh, they don't bleed later." I think just to cover up the fact that
Yeah.
there's no blood. And I think that has to be the fact that they're kids. So in movies, even though we have seen movies where kids get
Some of them get pretty
blasted.
gnarly, yeah.
Yeah. This one, for whatever reason, they didn't want to go that route.
Probably didn't have the money for it.
Yeah, but I mean, they could have did some blood splatters, definitely, because they do. You can see where they like get shot and when their hands get cut off and stuff. But it's a little creepy. It's more of a. It's not supernatural. It'd probably be creepier if it was more supernatural than
Yeah.
just this thing. But then they find out it's happening in other places too somehow, which they don't really get into. It just happens to be like on the news. So, and it only affects kids and not adults. So, but we thought it was trauma. It is not. But it's a fun movie. It's a short movie. It's like an hour and 20 something minutes too. So
Okay, I'll check that one out because
Yeah.
it's like I said, that's another one I've seen for a long time, sitting there and I've been curious about it.
Yeah.
Somebody told me it's sleazy, but maybe not. Maybe.
I didn't get any sleaze out. There's a
Maybe-
couple parts where like all of a sudden there was just some nudity at the beginning
Yeah.
for like no reason, and you're like, okay, I guess they just want to. Like one, it's not even sleazy. Like the sheriff shows up and this lady's like sunbathing in her bikini, which isn't bad. But then later they go to this other house and the lady's just laying out, and her
Yeah.
husband's like lifting weights, and the sheriff shows up and she grabs a little towel and she's just like talking to him. But yeah, there's not much sleaze to it. I didn't think it was
Okay.
sleazy. Like
Maybe-
I've seen
maybe
some
they
sleazy
were-
stuff in the 80s. This
Oh,
one's
yeah.
pretty tame.
Maybe they were mentioning something else, but yeah.
Yeah, this
that's
one's unless there's a cut that I don't know about, but yeah, like
children.
an hour and 20 minutes on Prime if you don't have the one, because I didn't pay extra for no commercials, so I still pay.
Yeah.
So it might be a little longer with commercials, but it's
That
still
one's
pretty
dirty,
brisk.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll check that one out. That's been on my list for a while. The Children. I know Vinegar Syndrome put out the Blu-ray. If I like it, I'll buy it.
I wouldn't invest the money till you watch it. The rewatchability, I haven't watched it in, we won't say how many years, but I haven't watched it in a long time. But I
Yeah.
had to rewatch it for this purpose.
For work.
Yeah, for work. So
Yeah, well, the last one I got is a Larry Cohen movie, which, if you know Larry Cohen, you know he's pretty good at what he does, I think. He did a lot of good stuff. This is one of his earlier ones, God Told Me To.
This woman attacked her own son. This man jumped to his death. This officer opened fire on the St. Patrick's Day parade. Why? God told me to. Rated R.
Which involves, it's in New York, and I think he shot this without permits, so it's like one of those grimy, I'm
a
running
lot
and
of
shooting.
footage where he's just,
Yeah.
it's just buildings and cars going by. And
Running
stuff.
and shooting. Well, he shoots it well. I don't know how he did it,
Okay.
but he shoots it real well. And it starts out with seemingly unrelated, like violent acts where one of them is a sniper up on a roof just shooting people,
Okay.
fights and things like that. When they get arrested and they ask him, "Hey, why did you do this?" All they say is, "God told me to." And eventually, this cop starts to put it together one by one, and starts to see that there's a little bit more to it than just random
Okay.
outbursts of violence. Larry Cohen, I think he's one of those filmmakers that always had pretty strong social commentary in his movies, and this is one of them. And you go watch when you're watching this and you see those scenes of like random shootouts and stuff. You're like, that could still apply today.
Yeah.
So he was always very good at that. I almost showed a Maniac Cop because he didn't direct it, but he wrote it.
Okay.
And that's another one that has a lot of loaded messages in there that I think is kind of fun. But this one's great. I like grimy New York movies from the 70s. Stuff like, well, this is 80s, but, Basket Case, Cruising, things like that.
Yeah.
This fits that really well. I think Larry Cohen had a good eye for grime.
Is that
and
early 80s?
This is 70...
Oh, it's late 70s?
75.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a 75. It looks great. This Blu-ray from Blue Underground looks fantastic. I know they did a 4K, but I think this is,
How's the score and soundtrack on that one?
The score is very
70s?
typical. Very 70s, like orchestral, tense stuff. The cinematography, like I said, looks fantastic. It's grimy New York, and I have a big love of that. It gets real weird. Like, whatever I said to you right now about what this is about, once they figure out what's going on, it gets real weird in a way that I do love that it went that way.
I kind of mentioned off camera what it might be, and you said yes, but weirder than that, and I won't even say what it is. Cause
even yes to that,
yeah,
it gets weirder than that. It's a weird movie. I almost brought Q the Winged Serpent because I'm watching this right here because that was another Larry Cohen movie that he did in the in the 80s in New York.
Yeah, definitely a lot of people don't know about, but I don't know if a lot of people would appreciate it as much though.
It's a fun monster flick.
It is.
It's very similar to this actually. A cop investigating weird things happening.
Yeah. I used to love that movie Q the Wings, but I'm just saying I don't know. It's a little different, but maybe.
I'm looking at all these names and the movies that they're in and. Death Wish 3,
nice.
Beetlejuice, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. So that's a good cast.
Yeah, good cast.
No, but this is fantastic. This is streaming on Prime, surprisingly. This
nice.
is one I think I mentioned to you, I don't think this is streaming anywhere, but it's on Prime.
I might have to check that one out.
So you can do a double feature of The Children and God Told Me To.
Yeah, in any order.
On Prime. Yeah, and if you end up liking it, Larry Cohen was a good horror filmmaker. He wrote a lot of stuff. He directed a lot of stuff. He did the stuff.
Yeah. Which stuff, is that one could, but a lot of people know about it. I think I don't know if they've actually watched it, but I think they know.
That one might be a little bit more well known. The stuff.
I would even put The Blob. The remake was pretty good, but I know he didn't do that. But
Oh yeah. Well, no, he did not write it. I don't know, but yeah, God Told Me To.
Okay.
And anything Larry Cohen did, if you want to take it that far.
I did forget to mention something on the children. It's not even that big of a...
What?
I mentioned the Tucson thing. One of the farmers' names, his last name is Mansfield.
Oh. Lost
yeah, and
relative.
I was like, because that's not a name you hear a lot, which there's probably a reason why.
Huh. Were you born in Tucson?
No.
Oh,
I was born in Illinois.
Oh, I was going to say, maybe there's a connection.
But that was interesting because they don't say... They just mention his name like halfway through the film, like because he died or... Spoiler alert, he dies. Yeah, that's our picks for the week. Go back and check out the other ones, like I said. Leave comments.
Started two episodes ago, so there's some other recs there. The Hunt being one of them.
Yeah, Hunt being one of them. So we got the figures we will be giving away again.
Yeah. So. And if you do watch them, leave a comment because I like to know whether you liked it or didn't like it. And if you have recommendations of your own that you think are underseen, I want to hear about those too because I want to watch stuff.
Yeah.
I like discovering new things.
We definitely do, and sometimes it's work trying to discover stuff because it's not always good.
Yeah, especially
and not to say everyone's gonna like these ones too, but it's it's just our suggestions, stuff we like. So.
Taste is taste. Yeah,
taste is taste. But go back and watch the other ones. Episode 44.
44 to this one. Yeah.
All right,
and then we'll see you on the next one.
45.